Oh, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to When Moon Trading. Let's just do a quick little update, guys. Let's do a quick little update. First things first, we got to look at the corn, the Bitcoin, and this is going to tie into what I'm about to talk about with my botting accounts that I just launched almost a week ago. Bitcoin is very choppy right now. We're on the brink of, potentially nuclear war. So, just minor things in the world going on. But we're kind of just up and down, and I mean, we're still bearish. This is a great bottom around $66,000. So like it did form a nice bottom. I do like this bottom structure here, but until we break around $74,000, I think we're still in danger zone here. And that kind of coincides with not paint. Kind of coincides with the heat map. I like looking at this every now and then. And these orders down here, we're looking at 500, 400, 500, 400 Bitcoin. It's a lot of money down here. So someone's expecting something. These could get pulled at any minute, but as long as these are in the books, I'm a little bit nervous, guys, but we are back. So my last video, I announced I'm doing, I've partnered with some exchanges with David Tech. We're going to show all that stuff in a second. And I'm doing some public trading accounts, which is the way I've always wanted to do them. If you've followed me, if you used my copy bots before, I'm sorry, I apologize, but they've not gone as planned. What I've always wanted to do is something like this, where I have an account that's that has a bunch of different bots running on it. For example, you see this here. Now you're seeing a lot of red and a lot of green, then a lot of red. I'm going to go over some issues and some concerns I have, and some of the good things too with doing this. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back, watch my last video from a couple days ago, about a week ago. I'm setting up, as of right now, I have a 2-bit account and a Bybit account. I have a second Bybit account that there's no deposit limits, and it's only a handful of bots. There's only 5 or 6 bots running on it at different margins. It's going to be more of a mid-risk account, whereas these ones are kind of low risk. However, as you can see here on the right, I'm at around $782. I started with 1,000, so I'm down, 22%, which is a little high, a little bit more than I would have liked. And one of the main reasons for that is because Bitcoin is choppy, and this is one of the issues with an account like this. When you have run multiple different bots, all these bots are trending. They're all kind of lagging indicators, right? So when the market's going up, the bots might open up longs around here. But then, same thing up here. The bots might open a long up here, and then we dump. Bots open a long up here, we dump, right? So these are lagging indicators. So what we need is a trending market. And right now, Bitcoin's very choppy, so it's not ideal for the bots. And I'm kind of glad that we're doing this now, as soon as I went live with this, and not, 2 months from now or something, when when there's if there's a lot of people following me, and then you go on a bit of a down. A downtrend. So I'm happy to get this over with now, just showing that, it is what it is. So that's on 2-bit, started at 1,000, we're down about 22%. There's a reason we're down a little bit more on 2-bit as opposed to Bybit, which we started with 500 here. We're down about, $45. So we're still down. A lot of them use the same bots. However, on Bybit, I started a day earlier. And the reason that's important is because this win here on AVAX and another win on another coin, they both had wins that day on Bybit, but on 2-bit, I missed those wins because I didn't set it up yet. So on 2-bit, all I got were the 3 losses. So if we go over to my buddy's program here, Trade Harbor, which is an insane program, I think everybody should use it. Link down in the description below if you haven't used it yet, you don't have an account. You could put in your all your information, and it tracks all your trades, all your stats. There's so much information in here. It breaks everything down. The back end's really cool too, but I'm going to show you here. This is the Bybit one. Yeah, this is Bybit. So you can see I'm down about $40. It hasn't updated. A bunch of trades just closed. But if I go to my back end here, and you see all this, so I'm gonna do a 2-bit account, and I don't think I want whatever. I'll just save changes, and we'll refresh this. We're doing this all live. We don't edit our videos, guys. Or try not to. Yeah, so we're down about 20%. 782. So we're down. Yeah, so that's about right. And again, like I said, AVAX, 3 trades, 3 losses. These are the 3 losses here. You see them all. I'm using 15% margin on AVAX, and GMT was the other one that had a loss that I missed the win on. Whereas on Bybit, I'm only using 10%, so it's a little bit different. This is a little bit more risky. I might change this in the future. I'm kind of seeing how this goes. But the rest of the bots are either haven't really taken a trade or it's kind of 50-50, but the big loss, the reason this account's at a big loss is because this had 3 losses in a row and it's using a large portion. So it's a shame, but I'm not worried long term. Let's just have a little gander here at the, the graph. I mean, I'm not worried. Okay. It's going to have a couple losses in a row, but overall, I'm not too worried. So is what it is, guys. Again, if you want to follow these accounts on 2bit and on Bybit, please, you don't have to jump in right away. Watch them. Like I said, just go to my link down below and follow my Trade Harbor here, and you can see all of the trades live. And at some point when you're confident in it, watch it for a couple weeks, and if you want to join, then join. The reason I brought that up is because there's a lot of people in David where maybe something's not working, or they don't like paying the $100 a month to be a member. That's why we're bringing this service here, so you can follow our copy bots. You can follow certain accounts with $100 as well, or whatever. Because some people are saying, well, it's $100 a month for access to all these bots and all these sites and stuff, but I still have to make $100 a month to make it worth it, right? Otherwise, you're losing money, and that makes sense. So we're kind of offering this as well if you don't want to join strategyfactory.ai, where you have access to all of these things and more, where you can kind of make your own accounts. Again, it's not free. You got to pay for it. But if you don't want to do that, then you can follow my copy bots and kind of have access to some of the best as well. So it really depends on you and your knowledge of this, and maybe you don't know anything about this stuff. Maybe all this looks like Chinese to you. Unless you speak Chinese, then it, whatever. But so those options are there. And like I said, we're on 2bit, we're on Bybit, we're coming to Blowfin. WeX, I think, is the name of the exchange that David told me. Oh, I don't know what's going on here. BitUnix, we're looking into as well. So we're going to be adding a lot of exchanges in the coming couple of weeks. We're going to be doing competitions and everything. And like I said, anybody who follows these accounts, at some point we're going to roll out prizes and merchandise and VIP tiers and stuff like that. So we're going to be doing all that. Again, all the links are in the description below. One more thing here. David just put out this video today where he gave AI total access to the back end of Strategy Factory, and I gotta say, this is a banger video. See, this is what I wanted. This is what the new David Tech, when they launched this new site and stuff, this is the stuff I wanted. So I'm really excited to see how this goes, and integrating AI and having having AI trade for you and take all the thinking out of it in the back end, I think is going to be huge, and I think it's the future. So I'd be interested to see what turns out. If you guys haven't seen that video yet, go watch it. It's a banger. I guess other than that, some of the benefits and some of the negatives of this, like I said, if a bunch of trades are open in one direction and then the market just does a U-turn, that can suck. As you can see here, like we just had 7 or 8 losses all at the same time pretty much, but vice versa as well, right? So we can have 7, 8 wins at the same time. So it's a little choppy right now. I'm not too worried. We're down, like I said, 20%. I expect by the end of the month we'll probably either be even or in profit. And yeah, it's a slow and steady race, guys. Slow and steady race. And if you were following some of my previous coffee bots on Blowfin, I have closed all of those. I have deleted them. They haven't been performing as I would have liked. I'm going to be setting up accounts like this where there's multiple different bots and stuff. I think that is better long term, less risky as well. I don't think if I'm going to set up a new bot, I'm not going to use something that has 15% margin. I think that's a little high. But yeah, that's about it. Any questions? Don't be shy to ask. All the links down in the description below. Please check out Trade Harbor. This is a great tool. Okay, check out my portfolio if you want to follow along. Strategyfactory.ai, absolute banger site. Again, link in the description below. And 2bit and Bybit. All right, guys. I love you all, and I'll see you in a couple days. Ciao.